Hi friends! This week we're going to be going over complete sentences. We're going to start off by looking at a simple sentence. A simple sentence contains at least one subject and one predicate. A subject is the who or what of a sentence. Then the predicate tells what the subject is or does. So let's look at an example. Tiana walks to school. Tiana is our subject. Walks to school is our predicate. The predicate is telling us what Tiana is doing. Now we're going to identify the subject and the predicate of this sentence. Jorge plays chess. Jorge, underlined in yellow, is our subject. Plays chess is underlined in blue, and that's our predicate. It's telling us what Jorge is doing. This is another example. The old car rusted in the grass field. The old car, underlined in yellow, is our subject. Rusted in the grass field, underlined in blue, is our predicate. It's telling us what the subject was doing. So the old car was rusting in the grass field. Now we're going to look at a simple subject, which is just the noun or pronoun of the sentence, and a complete subject, the noun or pronoun and its modifiers. So we'll look at an example. It says the black cat curled up near the window. Cat is our simple subject, but our complete subject is the black cat. Then we're going to look at a simple predicate and a complete predicate. So a simple predicate is just the verb, and a complete predicate is the verb and its modifiers. So in the sentence below, curled is our simple predicate, and then curled up near the window is our complete predicate. So altogether, the black cat is our complete subject and cat is our simple subject. Then curled up near the window is our complete predicate and curled is our simple predicate. Now we're going to look at simple subject and predicate in another example. My cousin plays the violin. My cousin is the subject, and this is the simple subject or the single subject, cousin. Then we're looking at the predicate, plays the violin, but our simple or single predicate is plays. So if we make a little chart like you see below, the noun is cousin and the verb is plays. We're just looking for one word for our single or simple subject and predicate. Let's look at a different example. These are called compound subjects. My cousin and sister play the violin. So this is why it's a compound subject, because there are two subjects being combined by the word and. So cousin and sister. Play the violin is the predicate that's underlined in blue, and our simple predicate is the word play. So let's look at the chart at the bottom of the page. One noun is cousin, our conjunction is and another noun is sister. So we have cousin and sister as our simple subjects, combined with the word and the verb is play. That's our simple predicate. Now we're going to be looking at compound predicates. This says, my cousin plays the violin and sings opera. So again, the simple subject is cousin. Then our predicate is plays the violin and sings opera, but the simple or single predicate is plays and sings. So this is a compound predicate. Our noun is cousin. Then the two predicates are combined with the word and. Plays and sings are the two verbs, and there you have it. So now we are going through a few different examples to see if these are complete sentences or not. If they're not complete sentences, we need to figure out what is missing. So let's look at the first example. A high-speed boat. Now I'm going to give you a minute to figure out if this is a complete sentence or if it's missing something. Very good. So it is not a complete sentence. It's missing a predicate. We're missing the verb. So another way we could write this to make it a complete sentence, we could say, A high-speed boat raced around the lake. So raced would be our simple predicate, and raced around the lake would be our complete predicate. Let's look at another one. He laughed. I'm going to give you a minute. Let's see if this is a complete sentence or if it's missing something. Very good. This is a complete sentence. We have a subject, he, and we have a predicate, laughed. So this would definitely be a complete sentence. Great job. Let's look at the next one. Fell to the floor. Is this a complete sentence? If it's not, find what's missing. Awesome job. This is not a complete sentence. It's missing a subject. So in order for us to make this a complete sentence, we have to add in a subject. So an example would be, the tired child fell to the floor. The subject would be the tired child, and the simple subject would be child. Very good. Let's look at the next one. I ate cake. Is this a complete sentence? If not, find what's missing. Very good. This is a complete sentence. We have a subject and a predicate. Our subject is I, and the predicate is ate cake. If we were looking for a simple predicate, it would just be the word ate. Awesome job. Let's move to the next one. Is the nicest person ever. Is this a complete sentence? If not, find what's missing. Great job. This is not a complete sentence. We're missing a subject. So in order to make it a complete sentence, here's an example. Fran is the nicest person ever. So Fran would be our subject or our simple subject, just one word. Great job. Let's move to the next one. My dear grandmother. Is this a complete sentence? If not, find what's missing. You are correct. This is not a complete sentence. It's missing a predicate or a verb. So in order to make this a complete sentence, let's try and see what our example would be. My dear grandmother baked us cookies. So we added a predicate, which is baked us cookies. We need to know what the subject is doing, and we have to add a verb. Awesome job. Well, now you are moving into Google Classroom to complete your exit ticket for the day. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask your teacher for help. Have a great day.